So hello everyone, welcome to Invest Asia. My name is Andy, the co-founder of Ontology. In general, my presentations are all about technology, the new features, and the creative products. But today, I choose a serious topic about competition and survival. So I will not introduce Ontology and its platform as technology, as too boring. I have introduced a lot of times. So I want to share my thoughts over the past few months. Okay, here we go. First of all, let's see the trend of this year. The many public chain projects went live this year. How many chains? You don't believe. More than hundreds public chains go live this year. However, more than half are dying or already dead. Whatever they are backed by Turing professor, a big company, or a super KOL. I think only the President Trump can help these projects. As a blockchain entrepreneur, everybody wants to change the world. Instead, now we only can think about survival. Let's see this picture. This picture shows a percentage of total market cap. It's a BTC's dominance. Bitcoin has reached a more than 70% level, a higher level. How about Ether? Going down. How about the EOS? Going down again. Oh, that's his aunt. I feel so sad, but not too bad. We are together with Ether and EOS. So what's going on? The individuals or believers, they are tired of listening to technical stories. The new IEO and the new scam coin just attract people's attention. They are crazy at making money. Actually, they don't need blockchain technology. So there's no real business and no cash flow. All of blockchain projects, no cash flow, except the big crypto exchange. I found that only the crypto exchange hold the after dinner and VIP dinner during this event, so they are rich. And the institutional investor, they are smart. They know how to leverage the sentiment and change the game rule. So we will see the backed by ICE and Starbucks, Microsoft Venture, a big platform, institutional platform, will go live this month. But no one knows what will happen. So if you are working hard on developing or improving your products, what we are facing is that some of the blockchain team, they claim they are using blockchain. Actually, they are a real Ponzi scheme. Some of them, they solve the fake pinpoint and the wrong amount. So they cannot reply, why blockchain? They just want to issue a token or cryptocurrency. So some of them has an imbalanced team structure. So a pioneer creative team, they are lacking of tech resource. A tech team, they are lack of operation, PR, marketing. So all token economy crashed. It means the token economy they design doesn't affect to the real business or bring value to real business. If the incentive mechanism doesn't work, the whole ecosystem will die. Rely on the 3M. Who knows the 3M? Another Ponzi scheme for engaging people by their members. Some scam team are using this model. So depends on the bullish market for food. In 2017, everybody said quota is low. After 2018 and 2019, they feel upset. No, they are losing faith. And they just said, no loss anymore. Bullish market, please. And how can we learn from other industries? You know, there is a dot-com bubble in century. So what can we learn from other industry? I think the history is interesting. The earliest one may not become the winner. For example, let's see the search engine. The Yahoo come first, but Google caught up from behind. And the social networks, the Friendster come first, but Facebook caught up from behind. To the mobile OS, we have seen the BlackBerry, the Nokia, the Wing Mobiles, Palm OS, so many platforms. But iOS and Android win this game. Luckily, there is an opportunity to all players because the winner have not appeared in blockchain industry. So let's think about several questions. How to become the winner? We have made several stories to be a winner. But why all stories was broken? You see the tech story, the debt story, the credit story. At the current stage, blockchain has not any massive adoption or killer app, and full of doubts. Okay, that's a list of the issues we met. The poor user experience, the low user activity, the unsolved tech improvement, the expensive transaction fees if you're using the Ethereum, a higher transaction fee, and the ridiculous governance model. Some projects just hold a decentralized governance model, but their model has crashed. Let me explain more. We consider blockchain as a next generation infrastructure. We hope the new tech features will bring future to the whole blockchain industry, to the whole ecosystem. However, we heard so many jargons before, like the shardings, layer 2, the state channel, the scalability, the interoperability, the zero knowledge, the wimble-wamble, so many tech words. You know, if you are not a geek, you cannot understand these kind of tech words. A common person don't know the private key, so it will not help any kind of application to go mainstream. Of course, there are still some person who think that the blockchain technology is not mature enough. Even we have these all tech features, the blockchain hasn't go mainstream. Then, we start to believe the dApp is future. In fact, the dApp screw up. Let's see the data statistic. It's from the dApp radar. We found that average 10 users per dApp. The best DAU is 3,000 users. Around $1 million transaction value per week. But most of them come from wash volume. So what did you see from some platform like EOS and Tron? Only the gambling, right? Only the gambling can help some small dApp team to create revenue and make them survive. So the question is, how do blockchain participants can take revenue and survive? I think it's time to go back to the reality and think about the solidity of business. So I have done a research about which kind of new product will attract the end users. With the increased competition in market, who will win the love from the customer? There are 5 perspectives and its relevant strategy. They are the inertia, the low pricing, the surveys, and the simplicity, and the fragmentation and engagement. For the youngest person, they want to choose the different vendors' product. Why? Because the youngest person want to try new things. They want to try, have a look and try new things. But the oldest person, they want to choose the reliable and the familiar product. So they don't know the blockchain, private key, or crypto, so they will not use any blockchain app. Somebody want to choose the lowest cost one. Another part, they want to choose the best service and the user-friendly part. But most of them will choose the platform with massive users, like the BAT and the FAMG provided platform. Because they want to use a super app, a one-stop super app. It's simple. You can use any you want the service within one app. So in order to meet the demands with the end users, we want to choose to offer the best service and a user-friendly product. Therefore, we released an improvement proposal called the Renaissance 2.0 plan. So everybody knows the Noah's Ark. The Noah's Ark will carry our hopes and creatures. Or what is our hope? Our hope includes the United Network Initiative and a mixture of DeFi plus DeFi, a fusion staking, and an institutional focused product. Meanwhile, we will evolve into an incubator open platform that we can educate, design, consult, and deliver the value to enterprise. The first is United Network Initiative. You can consider as a cross-chain alliance as a boat. So we had invited the regional public chain leading project as founding member. It looks like a Libra Association. And now we have the Ethereum Classical, the Neo, the Icon, Zelica, and some other projects. Right now, the prototype chain has already released. And we will launch the mainnet in Q4. So it's still acceptable for top 50 chain projects. The UNI can simplify the best place to implement the blockchain application across all mainstream platforms. So what's the benefit? It will help you to lower the barrier. If you are a traditional developer, you can choose your familiar platform, you can choose your familiar language. So it will help you to lower the barrier. The only thing you should do to deploy a smart contract on one platform, all kind of the network will support this token economy. The second is it will help you to lower the costs. From the developer side, you don't need to support multi-platform anymore. For the platform side, you don't need to pay useless money for debt incentive. Actually, it will expand your cryptocurrency's use case. The second is mixture of DeFi plus DeFi. there are two steps to enter into the digital economy era, the digitized and the decentralized. Everybody knows that DeFi will become a huge market, but I think it will smoothly start from a CeFi application. What is CeFi? It's a centralized finance application with cryptocurrency, and convert into a real DeFi program. Anyone with a smartphone, he can take a loan with fully risk control by algorithm, access the leverage, or invest in derivatives with at least 0.01 US dollar. So it's a real inclusive finance platform. The third is fusion staking. The fusion staking is a new staking business model, which you don't need to know any common knowledge. First, the easy funding. You can link with your bank account, your crypto wallet, to Ant debit card. I can show you the debit card. It looks like a traditional debit card. It's issued by Verity Bank. It looks traditional, but it can support Verity digital currency and fiat currency. So it's easy deposit. You can seamlessly exchange to other cryptocurrency and fiat currency. It will supported by Verity Bank, who want to support the crypto. So it's a distributed collaboration bank network. The second is tradable stake. We provide a function. Whenever you want to settle the profit, you can trade your stake. The third is multiple stake. You can customize your stake reward. For example, you can stake Ant, get Bitcoin. You can stake EOS and get Ant. So you can choose any fundamental token and reward tokens. It's all customized. For the credit card, it's simple. You can spend your staking balance and staking reward. We will offer more services like the payment, the retail payment, the booking, or any e-commerce related service. So you can easily use virtual card, like Apple Card. It's a real virtual credit card. You can spend this kind of balance to the real world business. Certainly, you can lend some token based on your stake balance. So it's a fusion staking, it's a full stack staking solution. The next is easy way to get institutional focused product. We will launch a digital asset portal for Fortune 500 group company and a listed company in Q4. This platform will be backed by our enterprise custody service. So we will offer some trust product, the ETM product, the ETP product, or even the ETF product. So we help some traditional company to enter into this area. So we can also offer a basket of regulated stablecoin. We had already issued the stablecoin Paxos with the Paxos Trust Company, and we may support the USDC in the near future. So a basket of the regulated stablecoin is incoming. So you can consider we will play the role as a crypto PWC in the near future. The last is about IEO. 5 of the top 25 IEO projects are incubated or invested by Ontology. So we are offering a full life cycle incubation support, like the fully marketing, the token economy design, the listing, the regulation, or development support. We want to help our eco-partner to cooperate with each other. And we want to help the traditional company to transfer their traditional business to distribute the new type of business. By the way, all return will be used to buy back the ONT tokens. Actually, right now, we had already bought back 5 million ONT tokens. So I think the strongest rewards is show your performance and show your strengths. If you are interested in our surveys and incubation program, please keep in touch. So we are open for every participant. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Andy. So before we end, do anyone have any questions for Mr. Andy? All right, let me start with one. Okay, Mr. Andy, can you give a very high-level description of what Ontology is doing and what the project is focused on right now for the next 2 years to 5 years?
Right now, actually, the Ontology is a common platform. We are providing the high performance, the multi-chain solution, and the trust ecosystem. What is the meaning of the trust ecosystem? We are constantly provide the common modules like the digital identity, the data exchange, and some reputation system for the enterprise. But right now, we are focused 3 areas. The first is DeFi, is like decentralized finance. The second is gaming. And the third is sharing economy, like the content sharing, the live stream, some like related to the business, because these 3 areas can have some cash flow. So we can easily transfer this kind of the success company to build the real decentralized one. You can consider the dApp or a platform, but I think if you have a successful business model, it will help to find a real adoption to the blockchain industry. Right now, we haven't any real adoption because the blockchain's user is not enough. So I think the Facebook Libra project can help us to educate the traditional people or any, the conservative people to know the crypto, to use the blockchain service. So I think it's the right timing to help some traditional company to build a real decentralized business. Yeah. So we are incubator. We play the role as an incubator.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Any questions coming to mind?
Yeah. What's your view about the future of trustless stablecoin? Will it be included in your economy in the future?
I think it's similar to I just mentioned the DeFi strategy. So it will smoothly start as a CeFi program like the Paxos, so the Gemini, US dollars, the USDC, they are centralized. So they are just backed by the real US dollars reserve. But the MakerDAO has explored an opportunity for a decentralized one. So right now, we need to find a balance between the decentralized and the centralized. So we can try the decentralized one first. But after more and more people know the benefits from the decentralized, we can easily convert these users to the decentralized products like the MakerDAO or new MakerDAO. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Okay, so you also mentioned that right now dApps is sort of a sinking ship, like moving very slowly, right? So the question here is, are you still trying to focus a lot on the app? And if yes, what other incentives are you putting in to actually encourage people to use the apps?
Yep. So I just mentioned we released the Renaissance 2.0 plan. But you know, what is the Renaissance 1.0 plan? It's a dApp incentive program. I think it has failed because, we want to incentive the dApp developers to use the platform. What kind of platform? It's okay. We just want to engage them to use the blockchain service. But, only the gambling can get some revenue. Their team cannot pay not salary to their colleagues. So they want to survive. So that's not a technical problem. So the incentive just pay to the useless person. So they just want to get some air job or free money from the foundation incentive program. So this incentive program was failed. But I think we need to find another way to incentive the real developers. So we are working with the Move language as provided by the Libra projects. They want to build a Move platform, and more traditional developers will use the Move platform. Actually, we are a common platform. We can support variety virtual machine like the Wasm, the Move platform. So we can easily use our ledger plus a flexible virtual machine. So after that, we will incentive more real users and real developers. Actually, we can get some transaction fee rebate to the developer and developer team. But I think after that, we will find a new business model for the developers. So we are incubator. So we can help them to build a virtual company and incubate a virtual, the projects. That's much more makes sense.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? Well, we have two.
I have a question, but it's not about ontology. I want your suggestions on the private investors. We all know the only Bitcoin is going up and all other coins is going down. There are many scams on the market for our ordinary, private investors. How do we select the right project to invest? What is your suggestion? How to spot a good project? Thank you.
Okay, that's the Invest Asia. We want to choose the right invest strategy. So, previously, the Bitcoin and all altcoin is individual market. So it's a kind of illegal marketplace. So in some jurisdictions, you can trade Bitcoin and altcoin. In some jurisdictions, you cannot. So the previous trend is everybody follow the formal. So you buy, your friend buy. But it's driven by the individual. But the next trend is driven by the institutional. They want to follow by some strategic regulation policy, like the FATF just released AML rules to all global exchanges. So I have met with several big holding company and the Wall Street investors. They said they only can invest the Bitcoin because only the Bitcoin is supported by the enterprise custody service. So we want to build the institutional focused product step by step. So we build the custody and engage more investors. So there is not a structure for choice the token, but you will find more and more mainstream coin will get listed on BEX or some NASDAQ or big mainstream exchange. So the blockchain or the crypto asset will become an important part of the digital economy era. So let's follow some news or progress from US, Japan, some fast-growing countries. Let's see what will happen.
Okay, we have enough time for just one more question.
Hi, Andy. Just wondering, can you explain what is stable coins? You mentioned it in your presentation. And also your prospect of your views. Where do you think stable coins prospects is going to be?
Actually, there's 2 points. I think, the China government will release a CBDC, the central bank digital currency in the near future. And another pipe is the e-cash. And special type of eCash. So we find some US dollar-backed stablecoin. So in my opinion, the most of the stablecoin will die because they hasn't any liquidity. So you cannot use or trade this kind of stablecoin. So I prefer a basket of the currencies like SDR or Libra coin. They are much more make sense because it's not a technical problem. The more and more traditional financial institutions have to use the stablecoin. You know, in Japan, the big bank just issued the J-coin, but no one used because the retail market doesn't support the stablecoin. But we find an opportunity that in 2020, the Japanese government want to increase the cashless rate. So they may choose the eCash, they may choose the stablecoin, whatever. But we find that the stablecoin we are much more related to global business as cross-border payment. So I think maybe a similar product like the Libra coin will control this market or win this game. Yeah.
Okay, and that wraps up our final changelog session. Everyone give an applause to Mr. Andy. Thank you very much for the
thank you.
presentation.